Binance Coin, BNB. Explained like you're 7 years old. Simple and complete. Hey there. Today we're going to learn about Binance Coin, or BNB, and I'm going to explain it so simply that a 7-year-old could understand it perfectly. Imagine you're at the world's biggest toy store. This toy store is so huge that millions of kids from all around the world come here every single day to trade their toys with each other. Some kids bring Pokemon cards, others bring action figures, video games, dolls, everything you can imagine. Now, this amazing toy store has its own special coins that you can use to buy things and get special discounts. These special coins are like BNB, and the giant toy store is like Binance, the world's biggest cryptocurrency exchange. But before we dive deeper, make sure to hit that subscribe button because I'm going to make this so simple that you'll understand BNB better than most grown-ups by the end of this video. So what exactly is Binance Coin? BNB is like having VIP coins for the world's biggest crypto trading store. When you use these special coins, you get discounts, special privileges, and access to cool features that regular customers don't get. It's like having a golden ticket at your favorite restaurant that gives you faster service, bigger portions, and special menu items that nobody else can order. Let me tell you the story of how BNB was created. Once upon a time, there was a really smart guy named Changpeng Zhao, but everyone calls him CZ. CZ had a big dream. He wanted to build the best place in the world for people to trade cryptocurrencies. So in 2017, CZ and his team created Binance. But here's the clever part. They also created their own special coin called BNB to help make their exchange even better. Think of it like this. Imagine you opened a pizza restaurant and you also created special pizza tokens. People who owned these tokens would get discounts on pizza, could skip the line, and would get access to secret menu items. That's basically what CZ did with BNB and Binance. Now let's talk about how BNB actually works and why people love it so much. The first and most important use of BNB is getting discounts on trading fees. When you trade cryptocurrencies on Binance, you have to pay a small fee, kind of like how you might pay a small fee when you trade baseball cards with friends at a card shop. But if you use BNB to pay these fees, you get a big discount. It started at 50% off, which means if the fee was normally 10 cents, you'd only pay 5 cents if you used BNB. That's like getting half-price candy at the store. Even though the discount has gotten smaller over time, it's still a great deal, and millions of people use BNB just for this reason. But BNB isn't just for discounts. It's also like a magic key that unlocks special features on Binance. For example, there are special investment programs that you can only join if you hold BNB. It's like having a membership card to an exclusive club. There are also special crypto sales called launchpad events, where new cryptocurrencies are sold, but you can only participate if you hold BNB. It's like having early access to the newest video game before anyone else can buy it. Here's where BNB gets really interesting. Unlike many other cryptocurrencies that just exist to be traded, BNB has tons of real uses. Let me tell you about some of them. You can use BNB to pay for things in the real world. There are thousands of stores and websites that accept BNB as payment. You could theoretically buy a coffee, book a hotel room, or even buy a car using BNB. You can also use BNB on something called Binance Smart Chain, which is like a whole separate playground for cryptocurrency apps and games. Think of it as Binance building their own internet where BNB is the main currency. But here's one of the coolest things about BNB, something called token burning. Let me explain this with a simple story. Imagine you collect stickers, and there are 1,000 of each type of sticker in the whole world. Now imagine that every month, the sticker company takes some of those stickers and destroys them forever. What happens to the remaining stickers? They become more rare and more valuable. That's exactly what Binance does with BNB. Every 3 months, they take millions of BNB coins and destroy them forever. This is called burning, and it means there are fewer BNB coins in the world over time. Binance started with about 200 million BNB coins, but their plan is to eventually burn half of them, leaving only 100 million BNB coins in existence forever. As the supply gets smaller and smaller, each remaining BNB coin could become more valuable. It's like if Pokemon cards became more valuable because the Pokemon company kept destroying half of all the cards every year. Now let's talk about Binance Smart Chain, because this is where BNB becomes even more exciting. Remember how I said Binance built their own internet playground? Well, BNB is the main currency in that playground. On Binance Smart Chain, people build all kinds of cool apps, games where you can earn money, programs where you can lend your crypto to others, digital art marketplaces, and much more. And to use most of these apps, you need BNB. It's like if Nintendo built a whole theme park where you could only buy things with special Nintendo coins. The more popular the theme park becomes, the more valuable those Nintendo coins would be. But let's also talk about some concerns people have about BNB, because it's important to understand both the good and the challenging parts. The biggest concern is that BNB is very tied to Binance, the company. If something bad happened to Binance, it would probably hurt BNB too. It's like if your favorite toy store had problems, the special store coins might not be as useful anymore. Some people also worry that Binance and BNB are too powerful in the crypto world. Binance is so big that it has a lot of influence over the entire cryptocurrency market. Some people think that's not healthy for crypto in the long run. There have also been some regulatory challenges. Some governments around the world have had issues with Binance, and this sometimes affects BNB's price. It's like if the toy store had arguments with the city about their business license. Despite these concerns, BNB has been one of the most successful cryptocurrencies ever created. It started worth less than $1, and at its peak, it was worth over $600. That's like if those special toy store coins became worth more than some people's weekly allowance. But remember, crypto prices go up and down like roller coasters, so BNB's price changes a lot too. Let me explain how people actually use BNB in real life with some examples. Sarah is a crypto trader who uses Binance every day. She keeps some BNB in her account so she can get discounts on her trading fees. Over a year, she saves hundreds of dollars just from these discounts. Mike is interested in new crypto projects. He holds BNB so he can participate in Launchpad sales and get early access to new cryptocurrencies before they become available to everyone else. Lisa uses decentralized finance apps on Binance Smart Chain. She needs BNB to pay for transaction fees when she uses these apps, kind of like needing quarters for arcade games. And David actually uses BNB to buy things in real stores that accept cryptocurrency payments. He's even booked vacations using BNB. Now, you might be wondering, is BNB a good investment? Well, that's like asking if Pokemon cards are a good investment. Sometimes they go up in value, sometimes they go down, and it's impossible to predict what will happen. What we can say is that BNB has some things going for it. It has lots of real uses, Binance continues to grow and add new features, and the token burning makes the supply smaller over time. But we also know that BNB faces challenges like regulatory pressure, competition from other exchanges, and the general ups and downs of the crypto market. The most important thing to remember is that all cryptocurrencies, including BNB, are risky investments. You should never put money into crypto that you can't afford to lose. Let me also tell you about how BNB compares to other exchange tokens. Binance isn't the only crypto exchange that has its own coin. There's also FTX token, Qcoin token, and others. But BNB is by far the biggest and most successful. It's like how there are many different toy stores, and some of them have their own special coins, but the biggest toy store has the most popular and useful coins. Here's something really cool about BNB's journey. It didn't start on its own blockchain. Originally, BNB was built on Ethereum, like many other cryptocurrencies. But then Binance decided to create their own blockchain called Binance Chain, and later Binance Smart Chain. So BNB moved to its own home. It's like if those toy store coins were originally made by a different company, but then the toy store learned how to make coins themselves and moved all the coins to their own factory. This move made BNB even more useful because now it powers an entire ecosystem of apps and services. Let's talk about the future of BNB. Binance continues to expand into new areas. They're working on things like NFT marketplaces, where you can buy and sell digital art, and they're expanding into more countries around the world. Every time Binance adds something new, it usually creates more uses for BNB. It's like if the toy store kept adding new sections, a video game area, a sports equipment section, a book corner, and you could use the special coins in all of these new areas. But the future also depends on how well Binance handles regulatory challenges and competition from other exchanges. Here's a fun fact. BNB's name has actually changed over time. It originally stood for Binance Coin, but now it officially stands for Build and Build, reflecting how it's used to build things on Binance Smart Chain. It's like if those toy store coins were first called Toy Store Coins, but later got renamed to Fun and Games Coins, because they could be used for more than just toys. So let me summarize what we learned about BNB today. Binance Coin is like a VIP membership token for the world's biggest cryptocurrency exchange. It gives you discounts, special access, and lots of useful features. BNB has grown from just a discount token to the fuel that powers an entire ecosystem of cryptocurrency apps and services. The company regularly destroys BNB coins to make the remaining ones more scarce and potentially more valuable. While BNB has been very successful and has many real-world uses, it also faces challenges related to regulation and its close connection to Binance, the company. Like all cryptocurrencies, BNB can be a risky investment, but it's also one of the few crypto coins that has clear, practical uses that millions of people take advantage of every day. The most important thing to remember is that the crypto world changes fast, and you should always do your research and never invest more than you can afford to lose. If this explanation helped you understand BNB better, smash that like button and subscribe for more crypto explained simply, and let me know in the comments. What other cryptocurrency would you like me to explain like you were 7 years old? Remember, learning about crypto should be fun and easy to understand. The crypto world might seem complicated, but when you break it down into simple stories and examples, it all starts to make sense. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.